standing taller.
This is the 150th year since Babylon lynched Bogle and burnt 1,000 African homes around Morat Bay. The smoke has not cleared. On the 100th anniversary, one Don said, "If I go for my gang, blood for blood, fire for fire." In 1978, his rival said, "No angels burnt at Green Bay, only mad dogs set alight." 10 years earlier, in 1968, the Prime Minister said, "Waste them first and ask questions later." We cannot be led by waste men and solid waste women. Change this from a dump to a landfill. Straight up. Call, write, listen, decide. I'm your host, Robin Jerry Small. Straight up. 93 FM, News Talk 93 FM.
And as we fight one another for the power and the glory, the kingdom goes to waste.
No more waste.
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up for today and for the rest of this week. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Today is Friday the 24th excuse me, of April. Friday 24th of April. And we broadcast live here from the News Talk studios, News Talk 93 FM on the Mona campus of the University of West Indies. And I'm looking here now at the both daily newspapers, as most people should know by now, both daily newspapers are being given away free today, no charge for either the Observer today or the Gleaner, because Digicel has paid for them. Is a way of making an impact on the country and make them know something about Digicel by paying for all of the papers, giving them away free. Everybody can get a paper and then now get the message that Digicel is putting out. These are different kind of ways of grabbing attention and so on, and marketing and so on. By the way, talk about Digicel and marketing. By now you must know, say, the Digicel athlete there, O'Hara, his lawyers firm went to court in America. Went to court in America a couple of days ago in Pennsylvania and got a ruling. Got a ruling that if him give back what him get from Digicel, if him give back what him get from Digicel and cancel that contract there, him can run as an amateur at the pen relays. So that is what take place. That is what take place. The sword mightier than the pen yesterday. Well, anyway, looking at the Observer today, the Free Observer, see a picture of the past mayor of Lucy. See a picture of the past mayor of Lucy on the front page. And the headline said, "No surprise that the DPP has not found any law that them can charge her, any crime. Them can't find no crime, but them can charge her for." DPP said it is disgraceful what was done, but there's no law against it. So them can't charge her. And there's a nice picture of her on the front page. Not the DPP, no. Nice picture of the past mayor of Lucy. And she's not crying at all. She's smiling, not crying. And you could say that she dry eye, for she not cry. She dry eye and she not have no much makeup now. So could say that she's also bare face, for she not have no whole makeup. Talking about that, so them thief the birth sign of P.J. Patterson. You know, them thief the birth sign of P.J. Patterson. And it was his birthday recently. And true, it was his birthday that time that them declare and name the highway, one of the highway that him facilitate. Them name the highway after him as a birthday present for him, 80th birthday present. And them put up a bird sign there. Where Aries? The first part of April. You can look it up for me, please. The first part of April, them call a bird sign there. Because the first part of the month have one bird sign and the last part of the next bird sign running to the other month. I can't tell people believe in a horoscope and all them thing about bird sign. The first part of the month, well, I don't know if it's the first part in born. Yes, I think it's the first part in born. So for him bird sign, them thief it, them put a big sign with them name, call to him bird. Them people don't know say it's true, them is a birthday gift, but them thief for the sign off of the highway. And them say them all bill back one immediately, all the way to cost $150,000. They might build back one immediately and put up back there. Well, maybe that, I don't know if how them going to make it more solid that people can't thief it again. Don't know how them going to make it more solid that people can't thief it again. An election coming up, so people might paint it over. You know, people, them, the different party love paint over them one another sign and spoil up them one another. Spoil up them one another billboard with paint and all kind of thing. So like what them thief the bird sign, they undermine PG and PNP. I don't say a labor right do it enough, but somebody thief it. Well, it's probably scrap. I don't know if it's scrap metal them thief it for. More likely, thief for the sign as a kind of protest against the naming of the highway. What them can do, them can make them can make it far from which part people can thief it and make it solid where people can to thief it. So them could have carved it out on one mountainside all out of cement company up on the hillside in the quarry or something like that. Although limestone soft still, but you know Mount Rushmore in America, they have one big mountain in America where them carve about 5 of the president's face on the mountainside. You know that? Which state in America Mount Rushmore is again? Anyway, them have a state in America upon one big mountainside rock. Them carve out about 5 of the president's face. Them in a huge dimensions. Carve out, you can stay miles away and see it and recognize them features. So something like that down them for go carve out PJ face. You know the cement company quarry there. That wouldn't suitable because it would have look white when them carve out the face, it would have look like a white man. So them could have find some nice black rock like we're in a Portland. But some of the prime minister white, so if them all carve out the prime minister if them all carve Buster White and Seaga White, if them all carve out the prime minister name them, to carve out the prime minister face them could have carved it in a black since most of the, since some of the prime minister them black, but anyway, them could have carved it out, put the prime minister them face on it, like in a Mount Rushmore, and then you know, Portia face would have in there because she's the latest prime minister and the first woman prime minister. But them should have them would have carve a cobweb up there too, in amongst the face them, or put the face them in front of a cobweb. You know, the mountain them and the rock them have some crack in it. You could have easily simulate a cobweb up upon the hillside. A nice cobweb, and you have the different face of the different prime minister them. Big sculpture, huge sculpture, 10, 20 feet high each one of them. And nobody couldn't thief that. And you could have called, what do they call it now? Mount Rushmore, no Mount Rushmore. In Jamaica they call it probably Mount Swiftmore. You know Swift? Jamaica have some different expression, you know. You know, when somebody's swift, you have to watch them, you know. Because they're swift, you know that. A little boy that's swift, you know, you have to watch him, you know. And him touches. You have to watch a little boy very touches and swift. So them could have called that mount the Mount, instead of Rushmore, Mount Swiftmore. Or if you're more polite, you could have called it Mount Wastemore. Mount Wastemore. But don't pass a place and call it Mount Croughmore, do you know. Or just speculate about ways how we could commemorate the prime ministers of Jamaica. Missing now 4. The Labour them change prime minister more often. You have Buster, you have Sangster, you have Shearer, and you have Seaga, and then you have Golden, and you have Wellness. That is 6 prime ministers since 1962. The Labour them have. The PNP only have 3 since 62. That are Michael Manley and Pattison and Portia Simpson Miller. That is a 6 and 3, 9. 9 face would have to up here. But there's enough space for that. Well then now you can find Tennessee. Find Tennessee there for me now. Lots of signs. So like you some Tennessee to lighten up the time here now. But I was also looking for a piece of music by Ernest Smith. Ernest Smith has made a piece of music. The government has, when me and Peter Phillips are youth, you know, we usually keep all dance together. But Peter Phillips turned producer, you know. The Minister of Finance get Ernest Smith to make up music to help, you know, encourage Jamaicans out to cooperate with the government over the whole financial recovery. So Ernest make a new music named A Fair Business, produced by the Ministry of Finance. Produced by Ministry of Finance under the Peter Phillips label. But you know Ernest Smith is a good guy, so that music supposed to go. I'm looking for it and can't find it. Music name A Fair Business. A Fair Business, a new music. So we do have Ernest Smith, right? We have tenor saw. So we can play tenor saw in sympathy for the sign, the bird sign of them TV, the PJ Patterson bird sign, and them I put up on next one. Right out, no matter how much it costs, because we have pay for that. Lots of sign, tenor saw. We hear it.
Life is one big road with a lots of sign. One big road with a lots of sign. Sign and both sides. Come on, come on. Some may do good and some doing bad. And this kind of bad doing driving me mad. Cause when sound...
Yes, tenor saw say life a one big highway. Only per sign upon it, life. By the way, as you know, the two newspaper free today, but because of that everybody go and grab them up. I don't know if you can get any more. Don't know if you can get any more free paper. Free paper bun tomorrow though. You think are free? You think are free forever? A free paper bun by tomorrow. But you don't worry about nothing. Don't worry, especially about tomorrow. That's not the way to live, worrying about tomorrow and downhearted about yesterday. Do something about it today. I want to hail some of the good supporters of Straight Up, especially upon the campus. The three ladies. I want to hail Angela Taylor. She's one of the security. Angela Taylor. She's security in the bookshop region. Not only bookshop, assembly hall. Most likely she was one of the top security when Obama come to the assembly hall there. From assembly hall to bookshop, Miss Angela Taylor. Then you have another security, Miss Alicia Morgan. She's at the library. Alicia Morgan. Miss Morgan. And her father listen to the program, you know. Yes. I have Miss Joan over the library. Joan over the library. I don't remember whether she pronounced her name Joan or Joan. But Joan at the library and all her family over Kintyre there. Yeah man, good nice people. Join at the library. By the way, it was very nice to hear Lady Saw, you know, that dancehall artist on the program earlier and giving a lot of information about her life and different things. But me tell you already, probably you're tired to hear it, but me can't forget because it was the high point, one of the high points of the last Sunsplash. The last Sunsplash keep was 1998, you know, down a White River in a serious. I remember when Lady Saw perform, they at the front of the stage as a cameraman and take picture and she'll make the crowd know, you know, dancehall style, she'll make the crowd know how she in a good condition. And she'll say if I lie, because she see me then I was a little elder guy I take pictures. I say, Daddy, come here man, come feel. She said, if you come feel the business and then take the mic and testify to the crowd or what good condition our business in. But I'm going to let me know here, I'm go and take picture of the business, but I'm not going to go touch nothing. That's a good thing for me, a young youth, early adulthood. The young lady, them when me get to know and meet and know, them, instead of them give me a fish, them teach me how to fish, how to spear fish. Better somebody, not better a lady teach you how to fish more than give you a fish, and every day you have to big fish because you don't know how to catch fish. Better you learn spear fishing, and then after that if you spear the rod, you spoil the fish. You know what I use the rod, the fish spoil, but you can do what you want to do. But anyway, I just rough right away around like a joke straight. Yes, welcome back to Straight Up. By the way, later on we're going to have a very interesting guest interview. Because the University of West Indies is launching some new research on Caribbean man. New research on Caribbean man, how Caribbean man stay and all them kind of way. And Caribbean man and Caribbean masculinity through the Institute of Gender and Development Studies. You know, so most time you hear about gender studies, a woman is really a deal. All of them say gender studies is only one of the gender mostly. gender studies usually are focused on woman. But so the Institute of Gender Studies now, through the University of West Indies, launch a new research on Caribbean man. So they're going to come talk about Caribbean man and masculinity and what masculinity means in the Caribbean, being masculine. Right now people are introduced different ideas. So being masculine must mean man will stand up strong, in contrast and in complement, completing woman on the other side. Because more over here people have put forward the idea say masculinity can mean man and man cling to one another. But what we know that masculinity is man stand up on behalf of women and children and be a man. But you know people are gradually try to change the language and try to change everything, trying to change everything. But it will be interesting. Good morning and welcome to Street Top. Hello.
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome.
We know masculinity to be complement of femininity.
Yeah. And that's what sex means. Sex means section. It's two section.
Right, by the way, when you was invited to come test the condition of the thing there,
Yeah.
you have a other moment.
If me have other moment?
Yeah.
No,
When Eve tell Adam to test the thing there, you know, Adam looked like him afraid.
no, I'm never afraid. Yes, he was told it's a different tree. He was told not to eat from that tree. So I'm never eating.
Oh.
So, but she said she never asked if I have to come eat none. She said I must test the you know when fish fresh, it is firm to the touch.
Yeah.
But when it is stale and then where your finger is squeezed down in it and not smelling too tight and all them with it. So I was invited to test the consistency and report to the audience over the mic, not to partake.
Couple things though.
Yes, sir.
Wednesday, you see?
Yeah.
Price of oil for delivery in June. Wednesday, I think was 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep your voice up more, please. Up more.
For delivery in June.
Yeah.
Went up to $56.81.
Yeah.
That's for June, you know.
Yeah.
In April now, so you have May, June.
Yeah.
This oil now is to be released on the 22nd of June.
Yeah.
You think when the 22nd of June and the price, the extra fine will price some petrol and move up. You think anybody are going to remember say on the 22nd of April where the oil did safer. It was an upward movement. Our people are going to buy and say, you watch this up me yesterday and the price go down so petrol jam put it up.
So it going to move up in 22nd of June?
Good. Yeah, the price have fulfilled.
But it move up from now.
From now?
Yeah. This weekend over here says the highest price now for 5 months at the pump.
Yeah, but I would have to trace it back to 2 months now to see where it go on for them time there.
Yeah, whatever you trace back and whatever you find, the price will go up to the highest price in 5 months this week here. And there's a whole heap of smoke and mirror like the so-called legalization of ganja and so on.
Later when you have your guest, you
Yeah.
go open the line.
Yeah, man.
You can see a thing a play with the gender right now. Like how me see one at the time, most, especially in a higher learning, it was mostly man, right?
Yeah.
Now the woman them take it over.
No, man, the man neglect it.
Well, anyway you want to put it. But you know have no special day to get back man in the thing. One little thing coming now, IT, where the boy them grab up. And you have special day for girls in IT.
Yeah.
You don't understand that gender balance.
You know, everything in the world is not one thing. There's different people planning different things on everybody. Different people plan different things, although everybody is part of one another. We are also at the same time individual and separate. But little more here, sir.
Yeah, give sir.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello.
Morning.
Welcome.
Yes. I have a question. I don't know if you're able to play it. One music, you know Jacob Miller.
Yes, sir.
Jacob Miller had a music called News Carrying Dread.
Yes.
Mouth I go get in a problem. I don't know if you know that music.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
And who you want to dedicate it to?
I just want to hear it. Long time I don't hear it.
What? So you don't know, but I think you wanted to play on the program because you want the public to hear it. I never knew that you just want to hear it.
Necessarily to the public. I don't have any. I don't have the collection of it. I just don't hear it for a long time.
Oh, so if you get to play it for yourself, that would be all right.
If I get to play it for myself.
Yes, yes.
I mean, if it's a difficulty for you to play it, it's not a problem. I'll try.
No. Usually when people request music on the program and on public program, it's because they want other people hear it because they want to make a point.
No, I don't want to make any point. I just want to...
So you just want to hear it for yourself then?
Yes, sir, yes.
What name? News Karen Dread?
Yes.
Are you sure that's the right name?
I'm not sure, no, but that's a part of the lyrics.
Are you a computer savvy?
No, I don't have it.
Alright, well just get next to somebody with No, but I don't want to tell you how to do it.
My time I go run out, man, because I have a point to make.
Oh, okay, good, okay.
The ganja.
You can punch it on YouTube.
In Portland.
Yeah.
Yesterday, police. I saw the police pulling up. Well, I didn't see them pulling up. I see the report on TV. They had ganja plants.
Yeah.
And seedlings. And they made mention of free their last name. And I don't know what the connection there. But the concern that I have is the inspector was speaking in a defiant way after the minister and the Minister of Justice and Minister of Security says to the police that look here, you are not so focused on small quantities of ganja, like cliff on them something there. The police officer was there, said, listen, you know why nobody feel like say, I'm not quoting directly. I don't want nobody to feel like say, when I'm not free for all this business, to set you on no ganja, we are going to lock you up and charge you. After in a defiant way, why are the police behaving like that?
No, you see, this is some of them like him might feel threatened, that feel like a power of bullying and frightening people kind of getting undercut. You know? Like for instance, when them raise the traffic fine them.
Yes.
A lot of police happy.
So is a ganja strength the police them out? They can't go look for gunmen to shoot down people and kill.
You couldn't ask me that, but I'm trying to show you why him would feel that way, and then I contrast it with when the fines for motor offences go up. A lot of police happy because that put them in a better bargaining position, you know.
Oh, I agree with that, sir. Because it feels to me like they only have spent for ganja man and people with small quantities.
No, it's not really ganja man and people with small. Them have strength for small people, not for money people or powerful people or politicians. So anything that affects, anything that can incriminate the small, the ordinary citizen, they are very them will flex.
Deal with that.
Yeah. All right, yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So if you can drop a music estimate.
No, but if you just want to hear it for yourself and you don't really want to hear the public hear it.
I mean, pay the people, man, not a problem.
No, but if you play for the people, you must tell me then you want to dedicate it to such and such and identify the
maybe I could have dedicated it to Chronic. Could have been a good person.
To Chronic? Chronic's carry news?
Of course.
What news him carry?
Yeah, man, him carry all for news, man.
What news him carry?
I will tell you when I call you back later.
No, man, that's not a private thing.
I'll call you back later on it.
Anyway, so it is. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello. Next one, good morning, welcome. Straight Up, quiet please. Welcome, are you there? Next one. Good morning.
Very good morning.
Welcome.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah. I noticed earlier that the Postmaster General has recommended to the government that it would be a good thing to close 200 postal points.
That's half of the post office then.
Yes.
but I went to some pension place around the post office where the people were collecting yesterday.
Yeah.
And there are like some dogs that are let loose right now because how are you going to close these points when you don't even try to rent out some of those empty buildings that you have all over the place? Because let me just educate you quickly, I won't be long. You have 300 and odd postal points today. And if you go to Maple now, first for a trip, and you ask to go upstairs, you will see 8 apartments, about 16 by 20. That is Maple alone, very empty. We have said to the government...
What kind of apartments are that?
Post office empty apartment. Yeah, I don't see it, but upstairs they are all...
Oh, you mean, like 8 office spaces?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you for your call.
Yeah.
If you go to Brownstown, you see 6 of that. If you go to all over the place, and out of these 300 postal points, you know, the post office is nicely located, have good lands, have good space. Why the government don't lease out some of these big space beside it, rent them out, lease them out, make some money? Why can't they do something about these places? And I thought the Postmaster General would have sort of come with, you know, some recommendation in respect to how could we improve these places? How can we make some money off the whole place? Because 300 postal points, if you get a direction look in front of you, my friend, by the time you don't count, the program will be over.
Yeah.
But then, but Paul will now come along and sort of buck him out and say, no, you can't do that. How are you going to close these places when we would have to meet with all MPs in the island?
Yeah.
How would I deal with the pensioners who are coming to collect? Where would I send them? So, you know, what I'm just simply saying is that while we have to look at improvements in a number of ways, but I think he was at the postal agents' branches, because the postal agents, as I have told you before, it was not set up to make money. It was set up there to help the man who walk on a stick to go out the road to pick up him letter, who can go to Ochia, who can come to Kingston. So these points were set up not to make money, as a service. And even the post office, as you see now, is really a service. If you ride around one pension day, I would ask you to move around in the corporate area. You see what I'm saying? Long lines, people there waiting, and most of them is on sick. There's hardly any accommodation for them to sit and so on. So, Paul will say there's nothing like that at this time. So, you know, so I am here to tell you that I don't understand the Postmaster General at all. He's not really thinking that way. So I just push that out to you.
Yeah.
That you can pick it up from there, eh?
Yeah, man. All right. Thanks, dear, sir.
Okay, man.
Thank you very much. That's Mr. Francis. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Good morning, sir.
Welcome.
Yes, sir. Nice to be in the program. One concern is I have.
First time you calling?
No, sir. My second time on the program.
Okay, go ahead, please.
In respect of the ganja law legislation.
Yeah, you can talk a little clearer, please.
Right. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, much better.
Yes, it's the ganja legislation.
Nobody gone back to before.
Right. I understand that one household can grow 5 plants.
Yeah, each household of people.
Yes.
Because a household is a set of people.
Yes. 5 plants.
Each household is entitled to have 5 plants in the vicinity of them household.
Yes. But my concern is, when you plant those 5 plants, because that is not limited to any special class of people, anybody, or any household can have 5 plants.
Yeah.
Now when you have those 5 plants and they come to maturity.
Alright, hold on, let's go for a break, because I don't want to interrupt you when you reach the middle. Let's go for a little break, please. Yes, welcome back. Are you there, sir?
Mr. Small.
Yes, are you saying that after those 5 plants reach to maturity, then what?
It is possible. Real good ganja could have 5 plants can give you 10 pounds, Mr. Small.
Yes.
So tell me something now. When me reach that 10 pounds, and me have it in my yard, and if the police here say me have that 10 pounds of weed in my yard, what will happen if the police come and say I find that 10 pounds of ganja in my yard?
Most likely them charge you with trafficking.
So tell me something now. Then how the law is giving me permission to plant 5 plants, and the same law going to charge me to the 5 plants in my reach? I don't understand that.
I tell you, the whole thing is to trick people The whole thing is about tricking people. So therefore now, you feel like ganja legalized, but all them do them organize for it to bring in revenue, bring in taxes. Them say ganja free. Them say ganja. Yeah.
We hear the minister on more than one occasion. I mean, you not address the issue. Nobody ask him the question.
He's not going to do that. He's not going to make anything clear to you. Listen now. If they are telling you that each household can grow 5 plants, you see, that means a more than 5 plant is an offense, not true?
Yes, sir.
And if more than 5 plant is an offense, what that offense would be?
Well, it could be, it could be, I'm not sure.
Well, it must be that you have too much, and having too much means that you are trafficking, right?
Yes.
Now, if you have less than 2 ounces of herb, they're not going to arrest you and carry you to jail. What they're going to do?
If you have less than 2 ounces, they're going to ticket you.
They're going to ticket you. So therefore, less than 2 ounces is to ticket you to tax you, and more than 2 ounces to do what? To carry you to jail. Yeah, carry you to jail and say that you are in the business. In other words, so that's a trick, you know. You have more than 2 ounces, them going to say that you are in the business of ganja, so that's a more serious thing, more money. And if you have more than 5 plants, it means that you are in the business of ganja. So in other words, as a user, you get fined. As a business person, them can charge you any amount of money, you understand? So it's a trick.
Mr. The Minister will have to address that little point, you know, because a lot of people don't understand it, you know.
Listen here.
Oh.
Hello. He doesn't have to address anything. Most of the laws of Jamaica, the people don't understand them. Most of the laws of Jamaica are not plain to the people. The Constitution of Jamaica is not plain to the people, and they don't have to do anything about it as long as they understand it.
And funny enough, now more than ever, they see more and more people walking around smoking ganja, saying that ganja is legal, you know.
Yeah, so you see them get tricked then. And they are going to be the vote. They are going to be the voters. They are going to be the voters that vote for Palwell and vote for what his name? What is Minister Justice's name?
Mr. Golden.
Golden. You know that Omar Davis is giving up his seat in Trenchtown?
No, I wasn't.
You didn't know? Alright, whereas Mark Golden them picks to go replace him in a Trenchtown. Did you know that?
No, I was totally unaware.
Yes, well then, apart from Golden, apart from Omar Davis going there and recommend him on campaign team, he's also going to get some of the tough people in there for say back him, because you know say Omar Davis couldn't go in a Trenchtown till him get some of the tough people in there. Because all man like Willie Haggart and them man say, how are you going? You can't just come in here. So he had to get Willie Haggart approval and all of the tough people approval. So it is now he's going to give Golden his approval, and he's going to get some of the tough people in there for give Golden his approval, and also the fact that Golden bring in this ganja law. These are the things that going to make people vote for them. The same people that walk up and down the split down.
One other observation is that these individuals who are charged with the responsibility of dealing with the public education aspect of the ganja law, the new ganja law. They're going on programs where persons are not asking them the tough question in the
Yes, but I have to leave it there. We're going over the time. But you're supposed to understand by now, say, it's a pack of tricksters, right?
Alright,
good morning and welcome to Straight Up, huh? Morning, welcome. Straight Up. Go ahead, please.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome, sir.
I was listening to your program yesterday morning.
Yeah.
And there was this discussion with this lady where her son was a policeman was killed in Hanover.
That's day before yesterday.
Day before, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
She was mentioning that to leave from St. Elizabeth to Hanover.
Yeah.
That is no distance.
That's
nothing new.
That's no distance.
Right. Why I bring up this point is that there are 3 policemen right now that was arrested and charged for holding up a householder in Manchester.
Yeah.
Those policemen are before the court right now.
Yeah.
And none of them were from Manchester.
Yeah.
That's just my point.
You remember a few months ago, a policeman and him think his sister were convicted of murder in St. Anne. In St. Anne, the policeman had some altercation or some traffic accident or something like that.
Yes.
And some murder was carried out, and then I think was his girlfriend Somebody connected to him. Did have the proof. Yes, his girlfriend lent him her car, and she was later able to point out that the car was lent out and the blood of the people was found and thing. Anyway, eventually she get killed too. And these crimes are ranging from St. Ann to Hanover to Westmoreland, all about to the car and all them things.
So basically, man will leave from Moran Point to Nigel Point and commit crime.
Yeah, man.
So that is nothing new.
That's what they call fly by night.
Right. Okay, sir,
thank you very much. Next one. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Wagwan, Jerry.
Fine, thank you, man. Wagwan.
Yeah, man. And yesterday we was talking, but we never talk about the bus that catch a fire downtown Kingston.
Okay.
Shortly after those people from Portsmouth come out of the bus was catch a fire.
Yeah.
The JUTC bus. They didn't see it on TV.
Yeah.
And they are saying that somebody deliberately kept that bus on fire.
Yeah, well, what do you think?
Why told me, see, boy, just a miracle. That bus didn't catch a fire when those people was coming in it.
No, it don't must be a miracle. Maybe somebody set the fire when coming off of the bus. Or maybe not. Maybe it's not true.
Yeah.
But it's almost miracle. It's not everything that you do understand is miracle. That's how people start talking about miracle and different things. When people don't understand something, they might say it's miracle, and people don't understand something, and they might say it's dopey.
Yeah.
You know, when people don't understand, these are words that feel like luck, bad luck. People don't understand something, so they make up the concept bad luck. And you know.
Yeah. And the other thing now, this flow people, the flow company.
Yes, sir.
They are charging for a lot of cable where they are not collecting for.
No, you don't understand. They're not paying for it.
Yeah, they're not paying for it.
It's not that they're not collecting. They're collecting for it, but them not pay for it where them take it from.
And since Obama come down there and the whole news media come to the country and find out them not paying for these.
No, it's not since that. It's years now. This big company are foreign. It's years now them in a dispute with them about that.
Yeah. And I'll do that, you know. The cable company take up a lot of what do you call them?
Yeah.
So cable service out of our pocket. And we have to pay.
Out of our pocket? You have cable?
Yeah, man.
Legally?
What you talking? Who can't thief cable? Anybody can't thief cable now? Cable can't thief now?
You find out that?
So if you're not paying for it, just
no, if you say cable can't thief, look here. If fish go up river bottom and say shark down there, who am I to say that shark not down there? If you say cable can't thief, it can't thief. You know what? You don't want any better. You don't want a better proof than that. Wilson said that cable can't thief again. Thank you very much, sir.
Good morning, Jerry.
Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning, how are you doing?
Jerry?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing?
Fine.
I think that we have in the world that our people of African descent break a glass ceiling.
No, listen up with the voice. Break a glass ceiling, right?
Yeah. Reach where we never reached before.
Yeah.
We as a people should always rejoice and celebrate.
So that's like who?
Like Loretta Lynch, the first black female Attorney General of America.
Oh.
Yesterday.
When that happened?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Loretta Lynch.
First black one?
First black female attorney.
Oh, female?
Yes.
Oh, because the man holding before is a black man. Holder. Oh.
Yeah, this is the first black female.
Yeah.
Right? And I think that we should rejoice that.
Yeah.
In her, glorification, because it touches us all.
Yeah.
And not only that.
But you mustn't look up in the ceiling.
No. I think.
All respect to her.
The thing that touches me is where her confirmation, right, was longer than the 7 previous attorney generals.
What you mean? It took longer. It took longer. It was questioned more and probed more.
That is the 7 previous.
Yeah.
And it reminds
7 previous what? 7 previous what?
Previous attorney generals.
There's only 7 attorney generals before?
7 previous. No, the 7 previous attorney generals.
Oh, but you mean before the 7 it was longer though?
Yes.
Oh, but the last 7 attorney general got you in quicker time than her.
Than what that she has.
Oh.
Just one. And it reminds me of the civil rights law, right? That took 60 days or 60 nights to pass.
Yeah.
To give us any form of right.
What year that was?
1964.
Okay.
Right? When Richard Russell, his name is, had that filibuster going in the Senate to stop black people getting right? So I think we should always, you know, rejoice and feel good that a day like that has occurred, right? So I'd also like to apologize to Wilson for that rant against him. I think there are a lot of people out here that was offended or sensibilities was touched by what that man said about that man, Mr. Wilson.
Oh, you mean the man who come on and said that Wilson come from
and his cell phone card or
but he does cell phone card. Well, I don't.
But the rant that he was doing, as if he's putting Wilson down in everything he does.
Yeah, I think I took it as a joke still, you know.
No, I don't think that's a joke.
No, when I say that, I don't mean maligning somebody's character as a joke, you know. But I took it as a kind of little humorous thing. And I never really believe everything what the man say. I thought people would realize that it come like a throwaway thing. I don't know.
It touched my sensibility because whatever you do in life, you need a second chance. And if that man had done something that was wrong,
who had done something?
If Wilson had done something that was wrong, what that man said done, then he's got a right to get a second chance.
So you end up believe that Wilson do the thing then?
No. But he might not do it, but then it's even worse if he hasn't done it. Why come in on the radio and saying things about the man? Right, his character.
Yeah, we don't know who that man is, but we know Wilson.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I apologize that man to Wilson.
Yeah, we have more take a chance with Wilson.
Yeah, I think so too. Have a nice day, Jerry. Have a nice weekend, Jerry.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Well, we're just about up to the 10 a.m. headline news. So let's go straight up.
Good morning with the latest headlines. I'm Kayla Wright. The University of the Mona campus will sign a Memorandum of Understanding with the Ganja Growers and Producers Association as a prospective partner in the growing of ganja this afternoon. This follows the recent granting of the license by the Minister of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining, which permits the Mona campus to engage independent contractors or other approved bodies in the growing of cannabis plants for the purpose of conducting research. Under the provision of a ministerial order, in keeping with the Dangerous Drugs Amendment Act, the U.W.I Mona as well as the University of Technology Jamaica UTech are now licensed to grow ganja for research purposes. Close to a year since becoming the Jamaica Labour Party JLP caretaker for Central Manchester, Dr. St. Aubin Bartlett says he is fired up to replace Peter Bunting as Member of Parliament as well as help his party to form the next government. At a recent divisional meeting at the Belfield High School, Bartlett said he believes that the country will flourish under the rule of the Jamaica Labour Party. The meeting launched what has been described as the Manchester Invasion. It involves preparatory activities ahead of possible local government elections this year, parliamentary elections constitutionally due in less than 2 years, and the JLP's annual conference in November. Ceremonies are being held in Armenia to mark the centenary of the start of mass killings of Armenians by Ottoman Turks. The presidents of France and Russia have joined other leaders at the memorial for the victims on the outskirts of the capital, Yerevan. Armenia says up to 1.5 million people died, a figure which has been disputed by Turkey. Turkey strongly objects to the use of the term genocide to describe the killings, and the issue has soured relations between the two nations. And those are the stories making the latest headlines. News next at 11 o'clock. Stay tuned. Straight Up with Jerry Small continues. I'm Kayla Wright.
News Talk 93 FM. Heard everywhere.
Yes, good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. Going into the second hour of the program. We're going to catch up with some text messages now, please. Next one. Is there a difference between a resident magistrate and a judge? I will be listening. Yes, I get to understand that a resident magistrate is the people who are attached to a parish and who try court cases at the ordinary level in a parish. I understand that only people who try cases in the Supreme Court are supposed to be referred to as judge. So although commonly call the people judge, even JPs, justices of the peace, are referred to as judge by most people, even in a foreign country. I hear that technically only people who try cases in the Supreme Court, the higher courts, are to be referred to as judge. That's what I hear. Next one, Mr. Small, are you familiar with the name Arthur Kitchen, and who was he? Arthur Kitchen is a lawyer, Jamaican lawyer, know him from school days. Jamaican lawyer, and at one time he was closely associated with Father Wolong, Richard Wolong, and other people like that. And Mortimer Planner, when he used to have on him dreadlocks as a Rastaman lawyer. Arthur Kitchen, lawyer as far as I know, and I don't know where he is now. Next one, good morning, sorry. Good morning, Jerry. Is the female ganja the only ganja that a person can be charged with? Well, that is what was revealed in 1969. I don't know if them changed the law. I don't think them changed the law. Furthermore, every ganja, every sample of ganja, every quantity of ganja that somebody is charged with is supposed to be tested by the government lab, or them call it the government chemist. And the chemist is supposed to determine whether the sample of the ganja is male or female, and it's only that which was female, the female part of the ganja that's supposed to be, somebody's supposed to be charged for. That's the law that I know. I don't know if that changed, but yes, that is what I know. The female is the part that's supposed to, according to them, is the part that make it dangerous for people to use, and that's why them call it dangerous drugs. So them say. Next one, Jerry, is it possible that the former mayor of Hanover, Antoinette Horton, was guided prior to her actions of nepotism? When you say guided, you mean guided how to do it and how to get away? Most likely, most people in politics, they know the tricks in the trade. Most people in politics, especially when you reach that level of being elected, whether it's a local government or a MP in the parliament, most people who reach that level of political activity know the tricks in trade. Next one, Jerry, you are a what? Jerry, you are a liar. Shira said shoot first. He did not say shoot them first. He did not say shoot them first. Big difference, liar. Well, you're a kind of idiot, but it's not a crime. Being an idiot is not a crime. What you must do is write more and tell me about the incident and tell me how it happened, where it happened, and how it come about and what happened after that, since you know about it. Since you know about it, write and tell us more about it, since you know more about it. Next one, Mr. Small, the PNP had 4 prime ministers since the inception, and not 3, as you stated in your Michael Manley, right? PNP had Michael Manley as prime minister, not true, since independence. And they had P.J. Patterson since independence, and they had Portia Simpson Miller. I would like anybody to call in and tell me who is the 4th PNP prime minister. I will read what the text again. Mr. Small, the PNP had 4 prime ministers since their inception, and not 3 as you stated in your prelude. Please call in and tell me who is the 4th prime minister of the PNP. If you know, or if you care, call in and tell me who is the 4th PNP prime minister. Let's get to the phone and see if we can get something more factual than that. Let's go, straight up.
Yes.
Welcome.
Morning. Jerry?
Yes?
Yeah, this is Aisha.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I waited so long. I want to open the credit though, done, but I tried to put in as much as I can. Okay, all right. What happened is that, the Conscious Reggae Party started with Dennis Miller years ago. And one of our favorite spots there was down by Tony's. That had moved.
Where is Tony's? What is Tony's? What is Tony's?
Tony's bar. I remember you came down there and you said, wow, what a nice place to have the event.
No, but I got to plenty place and I marvel at how nice it is. But if you don't tell me where it is, other people not going to know.
Okay. All right, this is a Conscious Reggae Party, right, that used to keep down there at Tony's bar at Chelsea.
Oh, Chelsea Avenue?
Yeah, Chelsea Avenue.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so what happened now is that it has been moving to different places, but everything is still the same vibes, and things like that. So for this month now, Rastus International, in association with the Countryside Club, is going to do a Garnet Hill tribute.
Yeah.
Yes, and the artist...
When that?
That will be, okay, that will be tonight. Sorry, tonight.
Yeah.
And it starts at 4, gates open at 4 p.m. But, you know, the show time will be 9 p.m. So one can start coming in from 4 because by the time, you know, music playing, food selling, all kinds of things. So you can hold a vibe just before the show starts, or you can come at show time, which is 9 p.m. And on that show there, you're going to have people like Asante Amen. You're going to have people like Aaron Silk. You're going to have a sister named Monifa Goff. She's getting very popular in the music industry. Yeah, people like people like as I said, Asante Amen, Monifa Goff. The Med, I heard him perform the other day, and he was very good. The Med. And Nature, you know, Nature has now come with that voice like Garnet. Everywhere I'm going to sing Garnet song, it's like you're hearing Garnet again. So we couldn't be left off. And there'll be more, you know, I know more will be added on, but we don't know yet until we get there. But those are the main.
How much you going?
It's free.
Oh.
It's free. If anybody feel to give a donation, it's okay, but it's really free to the public.
Yeah.
And yes, and so just asking ones to come out, especially for this Garnet tribute, and you know, the music will be playing right through with Garnet, and you know, as I say, it's a tribute to him.
Where the location is again?
It's at 7 Courtney Walsh Drive, which is the Countryside Club.
Oh.
You know, Courtney Walsh Drive, it was Derrimore Road before.
Derrimore Road, just in a half a tree, just at the start of Eastwood Park Road. You turn left, just at the start. Now, the same road where the Kingston office of IRFM is?
Exactly. That same road. It was Derrimore Road. Some people still call it Derrimore. It's just Courtney Walsh Drive because, you know, the cricket pitch is just on the bottom there. It was named after him, yes. All right, so the next thing now, you know, this is the 40th and 30th anniversary of Firehouse Crew. And China is putting on a big event tonight down by this place named Calabash Restaurant, Kensington Avenue off Eastwood Park.
How much you going there?
It's free again.
Yeah.
Right, but Firehouse is having their 30th anniversary. So because of that now, they're going to have a big thing. So all the artists that came on at the Firehouse Crew, maybe most of them, but not all, will be there, like Sizzla, Junior Kelly. Just I myself don't know all, but the people who might know of the Firehouse Crew will know that it's going to be a lot of artists.
Kensington Crescent of Oxford Road?
It will be Kensington Crescent of Hope Road, near to Oxford Road.
No, hear me now. The Kensington Crescent connect both road, Oxford Road and Hope Road.
Yes, it does. You know everything, you know.
No, I don't know everything, but I'm trying to make the people aware.
Yeah, well, that is true.
Where the place is.
Also, too, it is near to Lady Musgrave. So if you right at that intersection where you have the whole Hope Road and the Lady Musgrave, right down that bottom where that stoplight is, it's like about a minute walk from there. So it's within that vicinity.
What time it start? What time is that?
It starts, well, normally it starts about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, how much anniversary?
The 30th anniversary of
Firehouse Crew. China. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, China. Yo, and look here, one more thing.
No. You have to go call back. No, really. You have to go, no, listen. The callers, we're going to double the time, you know. We're going to double the time. And the callers, them really away. Call back, man. Call back. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello?
Morning, Jerry.
Yes, sir, welcome. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good. You know, we have to realize that we live in a world of change.
Yes, sir.
When the change comes, we have to accept it because the post office was a very, very important milestone there that everybody look forward to. Everybody need a post office.
Yeah, you have to keep your voice up, sir.
The post office we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Everybody need it so badly in the earlier days.
Yes.
But with all these social media now, very little people use it.
Yeah, few people,
So we can understand this is a point we have to accept that, you know, there is not a lot of necessity for a whole heap of people there and the buildings there. And I say this because I noticed a few years ago, go to California, and we had to drive over 50 miles to find a post office.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, is 08. I think that was, 2008. And so, you see, it's going down and it's reaching us. We're still in the world, you know.
Yeah.
So what I am thinking now, you go to Britain again. I noticed in England a few years ago to maybe about the same time, you know, every little shop used to give post office service.
Yeah.
I don't know, you should have probably know that too.
Yeah.
Every little shop on the side there, they will offer the same service that a post office giving. I don't know how they do it, but you don't have to go to a big post office. You get it, whatever the service you want, right beside you, right at the bus stop or somewhere there, or in a little store. So we got to find a way to accept the change, and what we can't get rid of it because we're not that advanced. And our people, some of them get old, and even up here, they would have to find a way. You put one in Ligani, one maybe in Crossroads, and one downtown. You know what I mean? But you can't wipe it out altogether.
Yeah. True.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is one thing we can put a blame on thing is the time.
Yeah.
The
change of way that people do business. Yeah.
Yes. Another point I want to...
You have to be very quick, sir, yes.
Yes. About, you were talking about the ganja.
Yeah.
You know, this thing here, they want to arrange someplace. Suppose if we are entitled to 2 ounces, then should have a place where you can go out and purchase your 2 ounces and something like that.
No, listen, sir. No, not like that. Ganja is not being legalized. You think that ganja has been legalized? I say if you think that ganja has been legalized.
No, I think we are being trapped.
No. Before we discuss it, do you think that ganja has been legalized?
I don't think it's totally legal.
It is not halfway being legalized. No way at all. It has not been legalized. All they have done is make an arrangement to get some fine and some money off it.
Yeah.
Yes.
For instance, illness, people with glaucoma and would need a little bit of it. We should be able to acquire it.
Well, that part of it, now they're going to arrange that part, you get permission. But the smoking and possession of ganja has not been legalized. But after going...
when to get permission, you're going to get that place where you can go and acquire it.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yes, sir?
Right, okay.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello? Next one, please.
Hello?
Yes, welcome.
Hello?
Welcome, ma'am, welcome.
Yes, I can hardly hear you. Good morning to you.
Morning, how are you doing, ma'am?
Good morning to my fellow Jamaicans. Jamaica. Lovely island home, Jamaica.
Keep your voice up, please.
With the Paradise Island.
Yeah, keep your voice up, please.
Jamaica.
Hello, you hear what I'm saying?
We should be happy for the 5 plants that each person is allotted. We are allotted 1 5 plants. Why we are not happy for that?
You are allotted 5 plants?
We couldn't get any ganja. Now them said we can plant 5 roots of ganja when we don't need 5 roots. All we need is 1. I can remember in the 70s.
Yeah.
Elementary, during his time as Minister of National Security, he said we could plant 1 root for medicinal purposes.
Yeah.
And my last son used to be in and out of hospital with hospital. He was very asthmatic and used to be in and out of hospital.
Yeah.
And I planted that ganja, 1 root of ganja, and that's what helped him. So we should be happy for the 5 roots that they said we can plant. Why are we not happy with it? Then we should be happy for it.
No, yes, when you smoke it make you happy, but I said when you smoke it make you happy. When you smoke it make you happy.
Something?
Yes, ma'am. You're listening? Are you listening?
Jerry.
Yeah. Do you know that ganja, it can treat hard of ears, ma'am?
This is very low, very low. I can hardly hear, you know.
No, what I said, did you know that ganja can treat hard of hearing? Are you there?
I can hardly hear you. Well, let me go on because I cannot talk. Look here. I am saying, you see?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
No, I think it's too much smoke. Too much smoke.
Okay, I hear you better now.
What did you say a while ago?
I don't know. Could you repeat for me, please?
I said, do you know that ganja can treat hard of hearing?
I didn't know that. But it is good because sometimes getting hard of hearing. No, you ever see some revivalist people say when they wrap them head, they put a pencil behind them ears? Yes.
Yeah, what them do that for?
I don't know.
Okay, well, what you can do is build 2 big fat splitters, and you catch them behind your 2 ears.
Okay.
And if the herb is good, it helps your hearing very much.
Okay, that's okay then.
You hear me?
Yeah, what you saying?
What I say I must do?
Get this because I say I've got to see because I don't really have the ganja now to do that.
No, what I say I must do?
Put 2 spits behind the ears and
Yeah.
hear better?
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh.
You call, yes.
When the trees start growing and that, I'll do that.
Yes, they call it sounding trumpet, them call it, sound trumpet.
Yes. What next thing I want to say,
yeah.
According to the Bible,
yeah.
which is claimed is a real book,
yeah.
which is also the book of good and evil, it says, do not spoil the rod, do not save the rod and spoil the child.
Don't save the rod and spoil the fish.
Save the rod and spoil the child.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking at this Prime Minister in this country named Jamaica. It's a great little island. It's not a big country, it's just a small island.
Yeah.
Right? And Jamaica is like her house. And she's the mother for the house.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, in her house, she's got a lot of unruly children. Committing murder, crime, rape.
No, we're gone. You have a call back, man. Yeah, you have a call back, man. We're going over the time.
And what our children is just patting the children on their back.
On their bottom, on their posterior.
You understand? And doing absolutely nothing about it.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much, yeah?
Okay, Jerry.
Next one. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up, brother.
Hello, good morning, Jerry.
Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
I'm not bad, thank you. I'll be very quick, as usual. Well, I'll just try to be. 3 quick points. You mentioned somebody telling you that there are 4 PNP prime ministers.
Yes.
You said it's 3.
Yeah.
And yes, it's 3.
Yeah.
But a lot of us mistakenly count Norman Manley as a prime minister, you know?
Yeah. So it's a mistake, or am right?
It's a mistake. It's an error. There are 3. You're correct.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you why some people, you know, say it's 4.
Yeah.
Because they tend to include Norman Manley, who was what, premier?
Yeah.
Before independence, you know?
Premier and chief minister.
Right. So some of us confuse that with prime minister.
Yeah.
All right. I think give us a good opportunity with Lady Saw.
No, well, it's just like lot of people confuse Siaga between prime minister and God. Some take him for God. But you said Lady Saw. You said
and he's on the radio this evening, you know. I want to listen out.
Yes, I'm going to be on Mr. Higgins' program. When you say I should have do the cavity search with Lady Saw?
Well, she's on my top 10 favorite ladies, you know.
Yeah.
And if I just quickly run through the top 10, Pam Hall, Jem Myers, Nadine Sutherland, D. Angel, Lady Saw, Caroline Cooper, Emily Crooks, Shields, Mala Hoofwood, I have Paula Llewellyn, and I like Helen Coley Nicholson, and DJ Sunshine. That's all like Ward 11. But, you
ever take any of them, not fingerprint, you ever take any of them printed?
The closest one I've been to would have been perhaps I think I once met Nadine Sutherland.
Yeah, how close did you get to her?
Just met her as she was a singer contracted to Tough Brown Company.
Yeah.
You know, and I had associations there, you know. So I met her there.
Oh well, at the time that I talking about ladies, she never contract yet.
She never contract yet. All right.
Only the muscle contract.
My third point, quickly.
Yeah.
Nepotism.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, I had talked about, you know, and you said, why we were talking about having MPs live in the area they represent. I'm more saying it's impractical, and I'll go further by saying that it's a parish councils we really need to look at. At the man that's living at the area and more close to the people, you know.
So why the person representing a constituency shouldn't be a member of the community?
The point I made at the time was that we don't have enough good people, and for the best of
hold on. I mean, you don't have enough good people. How many? Hold on, please. How many good people you have in Jamaica?
Let's say not enough.
No, that is a job business. Come. We're talking about numbers, and you're talking about 63 constituencies.
Right. You won't necessarily have a great manager in everyone.
Hold on, you're avoiding, what you're doing, you're avoiding us inspecting the situation. You are saying we shouldn't demand that somebody I didn't say live.
Reside.
I didn't say reside.
Okay.
I say we shouldn't require that somebody be a member of a community for them to represent the community. I I regard people who are qualified as member of community as people who live there, people who work there, people who do business there, or people who go school there, that kind of thing. And you are saying that we shouldn't require that because there are not enough good people for us to have a choice of good people in 63 constituencies.
Right.
That means you call it a choice of 3 or 4 in each one. That's 6, 4, 24, 253. How many good people think in Jamaica? Or in each constituency? How many good people do you think is in the average constituency?
Alright, what we can't do, Jerry?
No, I don't want you to avoid my question. About how many good people you believe is in each average constituency?
The key is that every constituency now must have a good woman, a good representation, man.
Listen here.
You might have already been Kingston.
Listen here. You see if we don't be definite and systematic, we're not going to get any sense.
Okay.
No, but you're cutting me. I'm saying something. You're cutting me. I'm just going to be cutting one another. That is largely how we don't reach anywhere.
Go ahead.
You are saying that we shouldn't require attachment to a community or a constituency because we don't have enough good people. That is a statement about numbers.
Yes.
And then when I'm further and examining the next statement about numbers, you don't want to talk about numbers. You are talking about numbers, but you don't want me to talk about numbers.
Well, I'm talking about numbers too, relative to the 63.
But here we're kind of gone over the time, but very interesting. We could call later, we could continue this.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello? Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes, welcome.
That's Mal.
Yes, sir?
Yeah, I need a call from Philadelphia Center, you know?
Philadelphia?
Yeah, Philadelphia Center.
In the center, right.
Yeah, because it's not about clinic. So I'm going to ask about today still about the incident of Kyle Garden there.
Yeah.
Yeah, who was the ruling Prime Minister at that time?
Bustamante.
Yeah. Because you understand, so him issue the statement to say must bring in the rest of them dead or alive, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm see it on the money where he's a national hero.
Yeah.
You know, so how can a man, you know, should I charge a crime that is not a crime against humanity in the window?
Yes, that is one of the worst crime in the independence of Jamaica.
Yeah. So how can a man like that be a national hero?
What happens is that their own party make them international hero. The national heroes are chosen by the political party, so they will choose the biggest criminal and make him into a national hero.
So we as a people now have the part then?
We don't develop the target, but we can do it. It can be done.
We realize we come from a far way still.
Yes.
We have nothing else.
Yes.
We should take up some of them response, because I don't really know about how them things are run still.
Little by little, through people like you and others, little by little, the knowledge going to increase.
Yeah, because I don't understand how that man could have been a national hero and he's such a guy, do not
No, you see them make themselves in a national hero, right? You say payola, you know about payola?
No.
Payola is when music producer and different people pay people to play music on radio station. So you find that the wickedest music and the foolishest music will play on the station enough because people pay money for it play. Well, similarly is the national hero thing in Jamaica. Them have their own political party, so make them in a national hero, so them come in like the dirty music where I get enough forward and enough play because money I pay for do it.
Yeah, and the only thing I really cut out of the music there is bad word, you know, listen to the whole content and the music where you have to say the message, you know.
Yeah.
The only thing I cut out of the bad word. But the message still, and the next part what I want to say is this, I 11 of September happened down. The killing there.
No, April.
Yeah, 11. But that's celebrated on Good Friday.
It was a Holy Thursday Good Friday thing, yes.
Yeah, so why them celebrating on that, did not on the 11th?
No, well, hear me now. You have something in history. You have certain date that is celebrated every time, and some of them they celebrate like the 3rd, like Independence usually celebrated on the 1st Monday, not especially on the 6th of August, but the 1st Monday, no matter what date it drop on, right? So you have a thing named feast, where they on a certain date, and you have a thing named movable feast, where it move according to which the date, the different year. Then call them the movable feast, you understand? So some things are marked by a movable mark, and something is marked by a mark we plant down in the ground, you understand?
Yeah, so
I have to go. No, we're gone.
They shall celebrate upon that day.
No, we're going to take some more discussion. Call back again the next time. Here, sir?
Alright,
please. Thank you very much. Let's go for a break. Good morning. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. As I was telling you earlier, please put on the earphone there, please, ma'am. We have a guest in the studio here. She representing the Institute for Gender and Development Studies. And the University of West Indies has launched a new research on Caribbean males, you know. And there is it involved the examination of the ideas of masculinity in Caribbean males. The university doing some research. So here to discuss with us and tell us more is Mrs. Susan Charles Watson. Mrs. Susan Charles Watson, research fellow at the Institute for Gender and Development Studies. Morning, Mrs. Charles Watson. How are you doing?
Good morning, Jerry. I'm well. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good.
So what is your discipline?
Well, I am, as you said before, representing the Institute for Gender and Development Studies. So we are the institute that is charged with the examination of gender relations in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Our mandate is threefold. So we teach, we do research, and we do outreach and advocacy.
Yeah, but you know, what is your discipline?
My discipline, my background is really in sociology.
Yeah.
And gender studies at the graduate level,
yes.
But my first degree is in sociology.
So you are from the Caribbean?
Of course I'm from the Caribbean. I'm a Trinidadian by birth,
yeah.
A Jamaican by marriage,
yes.
And residency.
Yes, good. So what struck me most when I was told about this, is it a conference going to be held or a function on a certain date or what?
All right, let me give you a little bit of background. The seminar that you would have received information on, which is happening next week Wednesday, is really part of a broader project on contemporary Caribbean masculinities,
yeah.
In which we're examining the realities of boys and men in the Caribbean. Now, this is nothing necessarily new. In fact, in 2004, there was a conference organized by one of the professors from the Institute, Professor Rhoda Reddock, on interrogating Caribbean masculinities. But as you can imagine, you know, that has been some time ago, and a lot has changed in the Caribbean landscape. So what this project attempts to do, and while it dovetails off of that exploration of masculinity, this is going to be the first regional comprehensive examination of what Caribbean masculinity is about. The seminar is the first sort of rollout of the project, in that we are inviting stakeholders. So we're going to have academics, we're going to have people from the community-based organizations, we're going to have people from the donor community, we're going to have...
What is the donor community?
The people that we're going to be asking to help fund the project. So
who are these people?
The United Nations, all the country funds, so USAID, the Canadians, DFID, DFACT, the EU, the European Union, those kinds of people who have an interest in policy, but research-driven policy, and who have an interest in funding that kind of policy.
All right. I saw here on something to familiarize us, that there is growing research on the nations, presumably Jamaica, and the region, the Caribbean, having a controversial perception. In other words, Jamaica as a whole and the Caribbean as a whole have a controversial perception of masculinity. Well, Anna? And so far, this growing research has been revealed things that have been pretty mind-boggling. What kind of thing is mind-boggling?
Well, I'm not sure where you're getting that from, but there has, as I said before, there has been research on masculinity. I think the first thing we have to realize is that there is not one Caribbean masculinity, that there are Caribbean masculinities.
Yeah, but I just want to get down, speaking in everyday language,
yeah, man,
for the listeners to grasp. What kind of findings about, hold on. What kind of findings about Caribbean ideas of masculinity? And these ideas of masculinity, we expect would be coming from a male perspective. The males idea of what is right, what it is proper to be as a man?
All of us have ideas about what it is right, about what is right to be a man and a woman.
Yeah.
So you have a sort of ideological sense of, you say, let me break it down. So everybody has an idea about what it is to be a man, both men and women.
Real man, in other words, or Jamaican.
And a real Jamaican man.
Not really being not boasting about being greater than another man or being more virile than another man, but the average idea of what is proper to be, yes.
And that's only part of the picture.
Yeah.
Because not every man, not all men wish to present themselves in the same way.
Yeah. So what are some of the mind-boggling things?
When we look at issues like health, when we look at issues particularly like education, and this project is not just about grown men, adult men, we're also going to look at boys and youth, getting a sense of what it is like to be a young boy growing up in the Caribbean. What is it like to be a young boy from a rural community, from a poor inner city community growing up in the Caribbean? So when we look at things like education and we see numerically there is a big gap between enrollment between boys and girls in the region. Now, some scholars will tell you that despite that gap, boys have a relatively good chance of surviving in the economy, and we have the data to show that. But we need to find out why are the boys absent in school. In fact, a previous study that the Institute for Gender and Development Studies just recently finished, adolescent dislocation in education systems. One of the things we found is that the boys, there's a very high level of disengagement with education among boys in the Caribbean. They don't feel that education is for them. How education is packaged in the region doesn't suit boys, as well as I think boys have realized that they can survive without the benefit of education. However, even though the economic survival is possible, when it comes to social survival, we are seeing a big deficiency there. We're seeing them getting into antisocial behaviors, crime, both white and blue-collar crime. We're also seeing a propensity and almost an acceptance of violence among many of our young men. And that is one of the themes that this project, Contemporary Caribbean Masculinities, will also explore. In terms of health, you asked about some of the mind-boggling things. In terms of health, men's health-seeking behaviors in the Caribbean is worrisome, that you have to be almost on death's door to seek medical advice. And this has implications for families, particularly when we think about sexual reproductive health, concepts of masculinity which suggest that, I have to, be promiscuous, I have to have many partners and so on, has serious implications for sexual reproductive health. Right now, the Caribbean is the second leading region, and this is after Sub-Saharan Africa, for HIV/AIDS infections.
No, the attitude that a male has to show some kind of promiscuity, and not only that, the proof of it by having
several
children, preferably by more than one woman, is not a new knowledge.
No.
How is it to be corrected? How is this attitude to be corrected if the establishment, if governments and the establishment don't want to take the time, they can't bother to go through the explanation to people that it was for economic consideration why this was encouraged?
Well, one of the things our project will start with, and we try to do this in all of our projects, is a historical aspect. Where is this behavior coming from? Another thing this project is...
let us one by one, let us dwell on that a little. Okay. Where is this behavior
coming from?
Yeah.
You have several schools of thought. You just mentioned one in terms of an economic aspect.
Now, what do I mean by economic aspect?
What I understand you to mean is, in the past, where you have these men understanding that their children were almost insurance policies. So the more I had, the more likely it would be, particularly in my old age, that I would be well taken care of.
No.
You don't.
Originally,
What is your take on it?
Originally, Africans were encouraged to breed as an economic benefit to the people who populated these islands here with Africans.
No, there are several schools of thought on that. In fact, our own Professor Vereen Shepherd has written, and other historians have written, Barry Hickman and so on, have pointed to the fact that while that was the case, in North America, that was not necessarily, that whole business of studying was not necessarily the case in the Caribbean. I think, though, when we look at
let's deal with one thing. So it was not the case in the Caribbean. Hold on. No, you have to listen to me, because we have our listeners listening, so they have to be able to follow.
Sure.
If it was not in the case in the Caribbean, that means that in the Caribbean, the Africans who was brought here as property were made to be responsible for any breeding that they did.
Yes and no. In the way
How can it be both?
Because it's nothing is really ever black and white. There's always a shade of gray. In North America, there were these established, what they call stud farms, where you had these black men, these African men, enslaved and literally forced to reproduce the workforce, the slave workforce. In the Caribbean, it was not to the same extent. And I'm sure a historian could give you a much more comprehensive answer, but from my understanding, when we look at the numbers, when we look at the slave records of the population growth during slavery, if that were the case, our numbers would have been much higher.
No.
I think, all right, allow me to make my point. I think one of the things that...
Let's go for a break. We have to go for a break.
Okay, when we come back.
We'll come back to Straight Up. We have from the Institute the Institute for Gender and Development Studies at the University of West Indies. We have Mrs. Sojourn Charles Watson familiarizing us with some of the ideas around the new research on Caribbean men and masculinity in Caribbean men and so forth. Yeah, you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying that in addition to, coming out of that economic space that you were mentioning, I think it also goes back to almost, one can say, maybe a bastardization of the polygamous family forms that were present in Africa when we were enslaved. So perhaps, in a sense, we brought that into the Caribbean, but because we were not free to establish family forms in the way that we were in Africa, where they were legitimate, where wives knew each other, and there was a structure to these family forms. I think what we ended up having was, as I say, almost like a bastardization of those family forms. So you have these men engaging several women, but it is not in the same structure, it is not with the same sense of responsibility, of fatherhood, and so on. And so we end up with, these various families started by one person, and then we end up with all of these issues around fathering and fatherhood. We end up with a lot of these single female-headed households, because this one had a child with you, but he also had a child with the neighbor or or whatever.
If we are to correct the unhealthy attitudes and practices among males towards family and fathering, and then also between males and females, if we are to correct that, we must root this correction in a historical understanding of the people.
Definitely.
It must be.
Definitely.
Now in Trinidad, is this the same case with the Indian male population?
No, but you have to understand, as you say, we have to think of the history.
No, but I want it's for the listeners. I know, but
okay.
For the listeners' sake,
certainly,
it is necessary to explain why in Trinidad, where half of the population, or more is East Indian,
right,
and half is African.
Right.
Is this the same behavior and attitude among the Indian males?
No, because the circumstances under which East Indians were brought into the Caribbean under indentureship did not deprive them of their cultural beliefs did not deprive them of their family forms and so on.
Yeah.
So
were they brought here, or did they come here of their own free will?
Well, they came. Well, some would argue that most came on their free will, but some were in fact tricked and brought here.
No, being tricked is a different thing from being enslaved.
Well, certainly. But too far.
But the Indians came here of their own free will.
Yes.
And they were not brought here.
No.
And that for that reason, they came with their own plans.
Yes, to the extent that they were not enslaved, they did have their own plans, and certainly after their periods of indentureship, they were allowed to exist and to be in a far different way than the slave population was.
Yeah, they weren't just allowed to exist. They planned to come here, and they had a plan what would happen when indentureship finished. They planned it. They had a plan.
Certainly.
They came from India, poor as they were.
Right.
It is because of being poor in India why they planned to come here. And they planned to stay together. They planned to what they would do after. Some planned to return to India. And that was part of the condition of their coming, that they would get a return ticket.
Right.
Those who don't get a return ticket will get land. And some cash.
Right.
The Africans have never been honored with a return ticket or land or cash. But the politics and the governments of the Caribbean don't want to explore those things with the people.
No, I certainly won't say that. In fact, the reparations committee, which has buy-in from CARICOM, is now in the process of seeking justice and reparations.
Yeah, the reparations committee, yes, and a small population of intellectuals commendably are doing that. But the politics on a whole, Ralph Gonsalves and the few like him is not the typical Caribbean politician. The politics on the whole of the Caribbean does not want, and Jamaica also, regardless of the government setting up and funding a reparation committee, they don't discuss these things in their constituencies. They don't discuss these things on political platform. They only set up a reparation committee as a token, and the reparation committee people are not tokens, you know. But they are allowed to set up these things. But that is not the drive of the politics and the government of Jamaica. Because they don't, like Jamaica, when Jamaica got independence, there was a vast fictionalization of the sociology of Jamaica with the term out of many one. In other words, out of many one, let us not bother go back into those things. We are out of many one, let us not discuss the differences. And so if the governments and the politics and the educated people are in denial about these things, what much more about the mass of the people who are not that familiar, who don't have that amount of leisure time to think out these things, can't bother thrash out these things. So it's not really surprising about these attitudes. Is it really surprising?
Well, a few things. I think the work of the reparations committee, in as far as they are able, has been made public knowledge. I think it is up to us to develop our own sense of agency, and this is not from the reparations committee.
I agree with you.
Coming back from Garvey's time.
Yes, I agree with you. Not only the reparations committee, but the Institute of Gender Development Studies. Also, so I'm not saying that this work does not have any meaning, you know. I am saying that it's only through things like the reparation committee, only through the University and Institute of Gender Development, that this progress is being made. So we have to do it in spite of...
Yes, in spite of the broader attitude that people may think, this is not important. The work is there to be done, and we have to do it.
Yeah, so I'm not counteracting what you're saying. I'm saying that I'm trying to give the reason why it's an uphill thing, but we dare not give up the climb.
It is, but we have to press on.
Just another couple of minutes before you leave. It is true, as I pointed out, that males in Jamaica and in the Caribbean and probably around the world don't pay attention and face the facts of health necessities and care until it is late. What are the other thing I want, just a few minutes, perceptions and attitudes towards male sexuality. What do you want to say about that?
We have to admit that we are a homophobic region.
Do we?
Yes, the Caribbean on a whole.
What phobia mean?
We're afraid of.
No, so we are afraid. You find that the Caribbean is afraid of homosexuals?
We're afraid to engage with them in a way that allows them to have equal rights.
No, but the homosexual is part of the population. I mean, the people.
But think about it. Let's be frank.
Yeah.
I don't think heterosexuals face the same kind of threats as homosexuals routinely do.
This is something that's coming from outside, you know. These labels about the Jamaica and the Caribbean are coming from outside.
But what is the reality? Whether or not...
No, listen, hold on.
The reality?
These things are coming from outside. These labelings are coming from outside. And some of these same funding agencies and some of these lobbies, they help on the basis that their labeling will be adopted.
I don't think it's about labeling. I think, for me at least, and certainly I think the perspective of the Institute, is that we have to respect people's human rights. Sexuality.
And you are saying that Jamaicans don't respect the human rights of homosexuals?
Not all. Not all. In some instances, and you have to...
Yeah, like what? Like for instance what?
Just attitudes.
No, the human right. Which human rights are commonly violated of them?
To express one's sexuality in the way that they please.
Jamaicans don't allow homosexuals to express their sexuality.
They're not allowed in the same way, with the same level of freedom.
No, like what is done to them? What is done to them?
Anecdotally, at least, we would have all read about stories of them facing a level of discrimination that...
Now, why is it taking so long for you to tell me what kind of treatment is given? What kind of thing is done to them? Like what?
An excellent example. Think of the culture. Think of the music.
Look here. This anti-homosexual music is just going on a couple decades now.
But it exists.
No, listen.
The point is, it exists.
Listen here now. This anti-homosexual music is a phenomenon of dancehall culture from in the 90s. You understand me?
But it must have emerged out of
I need to be allowed to finish saying what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Because too often these international people here imposing things on us, and these labelings and these histories are being remade. It's just about 20 years ago. This dancehall culture. This is like a micro piece of Jamaica. Dancehall culture and anti-homosexual music is not a major part of Jamaica lifestyle. The head of this university and many of the prominent academics of this university for decades, more than 50 years, are well-known homosexuals. And the society accept them and respect them. It is well-known, the major heads and major people in this university, who is well-known in culture, art, all kind of thing, and them walk up and down throughout the whole Jamaica, and if anybody ever try to attack them, the Jamaican public would say, who you want to touch, and him you want to touch, and she you want to touch, and this is well-known in Jamaica for years. There's a lot of falsehood that has been sown into this thing. You couldn't find somebody more respected and beloved in Jamaica than Rex Nettleford. And many more like that over the years by the vast population of Jamaica. There's a lot of deception going on in this thing here.
I think that we have to...
Lots of deception going on in this thing here.
I think that we have to look at the both sides. That in some communities, homosexuals are accepted, but in others they are not.
As I said that to you a while ago, ma'am, for decades now and for more than 50 years.
But that is in a particular
but you're not allowing me to speak. I mean, as soon as I start talking, you're still going to cut me.
Go ahead, Jerry, go ahead.
But anyway, you want to come back next week and talk to us again?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, man, next week.
All right, good.
Let's go for the 11 a.m. headline news. Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. We're going to the third hour of the program. We just had a guest here. We never had enough time with her. And we commend very much the work of people like Mr. Justice Patrick Robinson, who is now a judge on the International Court of Justice. The work of people like the Reparations Committee and all those reparations activists, and the Gender Institute at the University of West Indies and all those things. But we have to examine some of the questions and see if some of the images and labels that are being put on Jamaica are fair. And I find that it is not so, and it does not bear. Them don't bear examination. But we will welcome them back next week. And the program largely that them doing, we support most of the work them doing. But there are some things in there that we're not going to accept that as true. And we must examine it and see if it is true or if it's not true. Alright, we have some text messages and some things for the Facebook page, I believe. Soji and the Boiler Company crew on Dunrobin Avenue.
Oh, some big ups to them from officers of the North-South Highway team locked into the program. Sergeant Bennett, Constable McLeod, Constable Grant. Thank you very much. Sending out big up to, yes, both set of those people. Next one, Michael Forbes, Jerry. Big up Jerry. Eric Holder was on West Indian American. Just in case I don't know, enjoy this weekend. Yes, I thought so, you know, because Holder is a name that I associate with black West Indian people, not so much with black Americans. I thought so. Next one, Scalaway 21. No sir, straight up sweet can't done. Dead with laugh. L-O-O mean. Laugh out loud. That but the next word there. Eh? L-O-O-O. Anyway, some laugh out loud. Eh? I must say two L-O, L-O-O. Next one. Good morning. GDM mean what? Good morning. I don't know. Mr. Small the philosopher. Keep up the great duties. Coming from Mr. Stewart. Long time I hear from Mr. Stewart. Next one. Bob Banjo. Complimentary season. All the best. Thank you very much. Next one. Althea Stewart. Trickery. What was the amount? Was in the Constitution years ago? What them talking about? Amount of ganja? Or what was the amount was in the Constitution years ago? I'm not clear about that one. Next one. Harold Blake, political, tricky, and intellectual dishonesty by the government. Next one. 3 on Mitchell. I wish everybody could unite. Father in the street with thousands of pounds of ganja and stand as one. Eh? Yes. I mean. Okay. The amendments. 3 on Mitchell. I wish everyone would unite. Father in the streets with thousands of pounds of ganja and stand as one. It is our sovereign right to use any plant we do choose in whatever quantity to do whatever we want as long as it doesn't cause pain and suffering. No one should allow a policeman to issue him a ticket nor arrest him for possession of plant, as we must stand together and reject this stupid law. Hemp was made illegal because it threatened the oil, pharmaceutical, paper, food, plastic, car, and so many other industries. It was the only commercial crop in America that could earn billions of dollars in profit, and it's the most medicinal plant on earth. No one has the power to tell you that you can't use it unless you give it to them. Reject those laws and start as one, my people. Next one, Roger Shakespeare. How do you determine if it's being used as a sacrament as opposed to being used for recreational purposes? If I get caught, I can just claim to be a bald-head Rasta. Well, that's why I'm going to set up some Rasta commissioner to tell who and who is Rasta and who can smoke under Rasta auspices, church and state. Next one. Hope for the world, Jerry Small. Good program. Start sharp question, especially with the guest on the male gender research. Some text messages now. Is your speculation of where to put Prime Minister's sculpture the best use of valuable airtime that you like to repeat in the callers? The callers will judge, or the people will judge, but one thing I know, you love to listen to this program. That's a great compliment to me. Believe me, your listening to this program is a great compliment to me. Thank you very much, yeah? Next one. Jeremy think you know is who take the sign. You involved? Oh, you're so happy. No, I'm not happy. I couldn't care less. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. Happy that somebody take the sign. It don't matter to me. Next one is Garnet and News Talk Bully. He closed one program and start the following one. I know News Talk alone. There are a lot of people, not only in Jamaica, there are a lot of people in many countries who spend a lot of time on social media. They spend a lot of time on electronic media and so on. And them go all about the place. Next one, Jerry, tell me the truth. You're not tired for hear Garnet. Well, me tired for hear him now. Well, if you don't listen to this program, you will hear my other programs. I don't know what to go and do. And the people in media can't come together. Well, it's not likely the people in media going to come together and say we're going to block out this man or that man. Now, sometimes when some people misbehave, we're going to find some program and block them out. As that happened to some of them, yes. Next one. Jerry, the fire at Riverton dump could catch from a cigarette butt or reflection from the sun on a piece of metal. Yes, we know that. We know that. Next one. Why them went in to start back hanging? What? Why they want to start back hanging in Jamaica? Don't you think it is wicked? I don't think that execution for murder is really wicked, but it is risky in a place like Jamaica,
where investigation and proof and all that kind of thing is very shaky, very shaky. Next one, Jerry Bless. If people would just start listening keenly, it would make a vast difference of time. At times, it's true. So can we go to the phone now? Good morning. Welcome back.
Yeah, morning, Jerry.
Welcome, sir. How are you doing?
Not bad. How are you doing, brother?
Fine, thank you.
Alright, yesterday, discussion you had with the lady there.
Yeah.
Up at university. You know, a lot of people don't want to accept and acknowledge that definitely some of their lifestyle, you know, is not fit, and they want to impose it on Jamaica. You know, for instance, the homosexual issue.
Yeah.
And when you threw some stories a while ago about the well-known, educated set of people by university that are homosexual.
Yeah.
And you call one name, which is from Montego Bay, which was Rex 24.
Yeah.
And he was the biggest one, and they idolized him.
Not only they idolized him, he was very popular and loved in Jamaica by most Jamaicans.
Yes, and they don't want to face the truth. That's the thing with Jamaica.
So that means most Jamaicans would never allow you to attack physically, or even attack with word sound Rex Nicholford and many more. And they would defend him and say, back where I left the man not trouble. The man keep him things to himself, allow him.
Thank you. And obviously he likes to about vowels.
No, when you reach there, no, record that. Now, when you reach this and start that now, you lower him back. No, stop. No, hold on there. When you reach there and start about that now, you are not helping this program, and you come to damage this program. We're not going to allow that. What is about that?
Me take that back. I'm not apologize to that.
No, but
you offend anybody else that in radio land.
No, different from apologize to that. I want to say what you say about when I say, when you come and say that, you come to damage this program. What you say about that?
Yeah, it have a negative impact.
Damage. No. What you say about come to damage the program?
No, not coming to, me not really come with the intention to damage the program, but you know, that's the perception, you know.
Yes.
We don't really come love the program and you are station at the whole station.
Yes, but anyway, different from that. I brought up the topic that Rex Nettleford was widely appreciated in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And hold on, allow me, don't bother cut in what I say. I made the point that Rex Nettleford was widely admired in Jamaica, and that the vast majority of most Jamaicans would defend him if people decide to trouble him and attack him. And I never go over the line and discuss what him physically want to do to any other man. But you want to carry it there. Therefore, now, that is one of the reasons why some people are able to label Jamaica in a way that most Jamaicans would not do what you did a while ago, or would not talk what you talk a while ago. But they are able to use the things that you do a while ago now to say most Jamaicans would do that. So you say that what you're doing is a troublesome thing?
Alright. Listen to you.
No, I ask about listen to you. I ask you a question. I say if you see that what you did a while ago is a troublesome thing.
Yeah, provoking.
No, don't change your word. One word, Mr. I said, do you see that what you did a while ago is a troublesome thing?
It's basically the same, yeah?
No, you know what? You don't want to admit it. Well, call again soon. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Morning and welcome. No, we're not there for people.
Morning, Jerry.
Welcome back, sir.
But it's actually about this listening disability.
Yes, sir.
You said this morning that the PNP have 3 prime ministers since independence.
Yes, sir.
First of all, prime minister would imply.
Yes, sir. Since independence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I suspect is the same idiot sending in this series of idiot text.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Right? I talk about is 4. Right?
Yeah.
They don't listen. You know?
Yeah, you have people who are in denial. Like, for instance, Norman Manless did so much work towards the development of Jamaica that some people are in denial and say, imagine a man like that should get to be the first prime minister. So instead of facing the reality that him lose the election, they're still in denial and say he was a prime minister. Yeah. Siaga do a lot of work,
and because him do some other things that wasn't good, or because of other reasons, them lose the election, and them in denial and saying that the Jamaican people is ungrateful and all kind of different things, them don't want to face the fact that them lose the election. Portia Simpson Miller was in denial for a couple of weeks in 2007 and refused to accept the result of the election. Afterwards she come to her senses. But I mean, how, you know, but...
And to the guest there.
Yeah.
Sorry, well, you say you invite her back next week.
Yeah, because I was thinking of you. I was thinking of you and the people who might have wanted to interact with her. But I don't want her to be intimidated either.
No, because this gender thing.
Yeah.
One of the things when you want to look at, when them say Caribbean male.
Yeah.
Well, me don't know if what the Caribbean woman is expecting of the Caribbean male.
Yeah.
It's a multifaceted thing.
Yes, yes.
Because what the Trinidadian female want from fair male is a different thing from what the Jamaican female want from fair male.
No, two things I want to say because I know that you're a good listener.
Yes.
You know why I asked her about what is this donor community?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the donor community is essentially the group of people who want to use them donations to label us as being homophobic.
Yes, and to set down certain rules, say you will get the money if you will push this, that or the other line.
Yeah.
Alright, next thing. Why did I ask her as I asked the doctor lady a few days ago who was giving out the health fair information?
Yeah.
Why did I ask them about the comparison between the Indian migration to Jamaica, to the Caribbean, and the African captivity?
Well, this lady this morning, Mrs. Watt, was more aware because she understands that they came here of their own free will.
Yeah.
She kind of ifam,
yes.
But she more understands than the lady the other day.
Yes.
That they came here of their own free will.
Yeah.
With family, institution and culture intact.
Yes, sir.
And economics intact.
Yes, sir. And them ganja intact, and they was allowed to use them ganja. And it was only in 1915 that America and them come down upon them and say make the Indian tap use the ganja in Africa.
Yes.
So that is why sometimes we have to ask these questions, because frequently even people who are very qualified, because of the governments don't want to face these questions, they in turn kind of draw back and don't push these things, that the African has no curse on them, and the Indian is not a superior culture, but they were allowed to practice their culture.
Yeah.
But thank you, Garnet.
Beg your Shade, you know, given from Monday to today, and all that. Beg your Shade, yeah?
You talk about, the one,
anyone,
you mean cool operator?
Anyone.
See if you can find cool operator by Shade. I mean, I promise you today, no skip.
Yeah, alright, give thanks.
Yeah, so, good morning and welcome to Straight Up, hello? Welcome back to Straight Up. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, good morning, welcome to Straight Up, hello? Hello?
Yes, Jerry.
Welcome.
Yeah, man, I call back and I'll change the subject, you see?
Yeah.
I'm feel somewhat troublesome today.
Yeah.
Alright, you see this sign where PG sign?
Yes, sir.
It's an indication that the law is not a shackle.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll never send this out to one that got.
Yeah.
Don't let you on there.
Yeah.
I am not a radio prostitute.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
And when me call Mr. Dow the other day, since week,
and
highlighting why when the government ministers they are signing contract, they must look at the fine print and double check. And he come and saying that me alarmist.
Yeah.
Now I've been listening to that guy from Mr. Perkins days, donkey years now, and me never ever pass a remarks about it.
Yeah.
You see? And the text just a while ago, they're saying Garnet. If you're not tired to hear Garnet. No, I prefer to listen to Garnet than listen to the radio prostitute. For the natural. Alright, straight
Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
You know, it is unfortunate that a comment was made by an opposition MP and then the sign was removed. As a country, we keep hearing
Hold on. What was the comment that was made?
That he had completed the road work that was started, and the highway is being named after PJ. And then yesterday morning,
which MP made that comment?
I don't want to cover because I don't want your program getting it. Manchester, Central Manchester.
If he did,
not Central Manchester, sorry, not East Manchester.
If he did say so, there's nothing wrong. Who made that comment?
No, nothing is wrong with saying that, you know.
Who made the comment? Who made the comment?
Not East Manchester.
Name him.
No, we don't want to do that.
Alright, well, you go and cut the call, you know, joke. You're drawing people.
Alright, sure.
Yeah, go on.
Can you look put and run early, man? You won't have interesting, intelligent dialogue.
No, if there's a fish killer, I'm not going to come there.
Oh, you don't eat fish?
No, the fish kill is when the fish not good and are dead off. I want not to go in there.
Oh, but you like to highlight things that are not good. Make a significant contribution. We're trying to talk to you about something sensible. It is unfortunate that the sign has been removed, right? Hello?
Straight Up is still here. I don't know if there's some itching going on somewhere else. Well, thank you very much for that call, ma'am. Good next one. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Boy, Jerry, the lady cut off her selfie, man.
No, she cut off the fish head.
Hey, I like how you handled the interview before. I think what they're doing is what people call social engineering.
Yes, sir.
People always say that Jamaicans are homophobic.
Yeah.
And just from reading the newspaper.
Yeah.
And the little that I know, because I'm on the western end of the island.
Yeah.
Most of the activities down this side where you hear people who are supposedly homosexual are attacked or injured, they are usually attacked by their own kind.
Yeah.
Most of them, I mean, like, I can remember four violent, I mean, in regards where people lost their lives, where they were killed, and it has been proven that they were killed by their kind.
Yeah.
But still, if you go online and you try to read anything of these incidents, you will see most of the messaging board. There are people making claims that Jamaica is homophobic and that these people were killed and because of their activities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm very happy how you dealt with it and how you handle it, because they need to understand that it's not as it seems.
And not only is not as it seems, but we are aware of the role that the donor community who will give in the money, the terms, who pay the piper is calling the tune and is
aggressive push by their agenda.
Very much so.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
Good.
Thank you very much, yes, sir. Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, man. I call from the Guinea bit here, right?
Give me a bit, yeah.
Yeah. What more I highlight about it,
Yeah.
Asbestos pipe, don't ban over the world.
Asbestos pipe, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not banned in every country, but it is. People are well aware of the danger of it.
It's cancerous, right?
Yes, sir.
And Guinea people are consuming water for that for years.
For some year.
And there's nobody try to adjust it.
Now this is the public water supply?
The public water supply.
Who are the
Not really the public water. It is a water supplied by the
not backside. Not
the irrigation system.
Yeah.
By Vernon Field.
Okay, but then tell me something. Who is the MP there?
Minister Scott.
You sure? Scott. And you don't bring this. You don't bring this to him.
I bring it to him. What happened to the water system? I give him it. In time, soon deal with it.
And tell me something now. Are the people down there extra aware of it, like all the people down in the backside community, when the backside does rotten off them roof and things, they are extra aware because them it a reach. Are the people down there aware of the danger of the asbestos?
Well, I guess so.
No, but instead of guessing so now, you can try and make a little survey and see. Because down in the backside here is
Where they dust are rotten people roof. Everybody conscious side, right?
Yeah.
So you can make a little check and find out what percentage of people down there are aware of the danger.
Well, I will do that. But you know what,
Yeah.
I raised that issue one day with a man from the manager from Water Commissioner some years ago.
Yeah.
And he said there's nothing like that. There's nothing can tell us from a test of pipe.
No, but this is well known. This is well known, man.
Understand?
This is well known.
Anyway, personal will that is from 2002.
Yeah.
And nobody make a move to get it. Yeah, during the time when JLP coming up over, they try to drill a new well.
You live down in that way?
Yeah, I live down here.
So you don't communicate with other people regularly about this thing here?
Several times, and so they come and keep a meeting one night. The minister and the councillor. And when I this woman pass, and when I pass and to them, I stop. And when I stop, I was about to find out what it means about. But when I noticed and look, I don't see no media.
Yeah. No, alright, hear me now. Well, I forgot to some more call, but you must be able to get 5 more people with yourself who can keep up this thing. Keep up this fight.
Alright.
Alright, Carl, keep in touch here, sir.
Alright.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Yes, in finishing the call on the sign, the electors must take note that $100,000, a new fresh $100,000, will have to be found to replace the sign. So the electors must pay keen attention in going to the polls. Which of these two parties is not relevant to the development and the economic process of this country? Because they move the sign, they have to go find $100,000 fresh to put back the sign. Thank you.
Next call.
Morning. Good morning, Jerry.
Welcome. What to your American accent?
Look here, let me know this time. When we finish talking, we can't talk about that. Look here, this is what going to Jamaica, this capital business. The government candidate, I tell them over and over, I said, look here, take energy from the sun, because we have to import steel. Steel usually make out here. I didn't say, boy, it take too much energy. They have to scrap it. Why not make what the steel company has me so because the construction industry will benefit from it. That's why we say the precious foreign exchange to buy steel out here. That means anything that's good or anything with steel, we can put it back where it comes from. Government have export it, I want to them, man. They get penny-wise a pound foolish. They can help you out because our life are deteriorating, We will find ourselves as a middle-class person, find ourselves way back. The other thing, I want to bet that when Andrew Wallace is said to Miss Post Atkinson, come let us hold on and watch the contingency and make the people start to know that we are live genuine, that they can follow our footsteps. When Miss Post Atkinson say, I don't say, but you come, God make you know why you don't have a child in your girl, because I know you by your expression.
Cut him. Let's go for a break. Him now for better gone. Don't bother go this. Where you going underneath this for? Load that. Welcome back to Straight Up. I'm your host, Jerry Small. Let's read some text messages here, please. Bongo, 99% of us are too self-centered. Well, I wouldn't doubt that. Next one. Jerry, when them take down all the post office in Jamaica, when them lock down all the post office, those people are going out of a job, so it's less taxes and more poverty. From Apache Large. Next one, Jerry, the Port Antonio police, nasty police them. 3 car parked before the station, almost side by side. Them are waste. A lot of police station, including New Kingston, Lucy, and all about police park car on sidewalk, block sidewalk completely, is a disgrace. And them have no shame, and the commissioner know about it. And I tell you, supervision is the worst aspect of the police force in Jamaica. Supervision. The police are block sidewalk from New Kingston, Lucy, all over Jamaica, park car on sidewalk, pedestrian can't get for walk. And the commissioner know they couldn't care less. Next one, Jerry's PJ Patterson the first black prime minister. No. Shearer is the first black prime minister. And it's surprising to see Imani Duncan trying to defend the PJ Patterson is the first black prime minister. I should know better than that. She's saying that PJ deserved the honor because it's him first lead a political party to victory, and therefore he's the first, and Shearer never lead. Now I agree that Shearer never lead him party to no victory, But when PJ become Prime Minister of Jamaica in 1992, did him lead no political party to the victory when him get that as Prime Minister? And wasn't it when him become Prime Minister of Jamaica in 1992 that them going to say that he was the first black? No, 1992 you going to say him is the first black Prime Minister. And him never lead no party to no victory in 1992 or 89. Don't try to turn me on no idiot. You can't do it. Next one. It's a small demonstrating overhanging is rubbish. We should first demonstrate for the laser police to catch the killers. I agree about that. Next one. So Mr. Small, you know have no way of telling us to stop the crime. Coming from Vervine. You are one of the people who looking for one individual to tell you how to solve this and to solve that and to solve that. I don't think you are very realistic, thinking that any one individual have the solution about any one problem. Really and truly, or a joke I make. Next one. Jerry, is it true that Bruce Golden is living in Belize? I don't know if you have anybody in Belize named Bruce Golden. You probably have people in Belize named Bruce Golden, I don't know. Which Bruce Golden you're talking? Maybe you have people in Belize named Bruce Golden, I don't know. Next one. Hi, Jerry is the fourth Prime Minister for the PNP. Norman Manley was the first Prime Minister for the PNP, then Michael Manley, PJ, then Portia. And this one coming from abroad. Well, since you live in abroad, I don't blame you for not being so up to date. Norman Manley was never Prime Minister of Jamaica. Never. Good morning and welcome back to Straight Up. Hello?
Hey.
Yes, sir.
I'm on the road. I'm at Eastwood Park Road and the traffic is stuck. I can't even hear that word. But look here.
Yes, sir.
You're talking about homophobic, right?
Yes, sir.
Who is a homophobic person?
Homophobia means fear, being afraid of homosexual.
Well, can I say something?
Almost.
I don't know if I'm fearful of it, but I consider myself a homophobic person in the sense that I'm totally against homosexuality.
No, homophobic don't mean being against homosexual. It means that you are afraid of them. But you are against them, that means what you would do to them. Since you are against them, what you would do to them?
But I would not do any harm to them like... don't believe in that.
Don't tell me what you wouldn't do, man. You say since you are against them. If you are against somebody...
You mean what I would do?
No, you listen. If you are against something or against somebody, you will move against them. What move?
I'd oppose them strongly.
What move would you make against them?
I preach against them, talk against them, try to convince them that they are totally contrary to nature.
Yes, and you talk against them, that what must happen to them? You will talk against them, that what must happen to them?
That what must happen to them?
Yeah, tell me what you think must happen to them when you're talking against them.
No, talking against them to tell them that it's totally against the Creator.
Okay.
And against nature. That's how I normally say. That's my argument against them.
Okay, does the Creator allow them to carry on their activities?
Yeah, the Creator allow a lot of things.
Don't tell me about no lot of things. I'm asking you about one.
What I know.
I am asking you about one thing. Does the Creator allow them to carry out their activities?
I say yes, and the Creator allow not only them, but a lot of things that they don't like allow for now until the end of time.
Alright, so since the Creator allow them to carry on their activities, what you are doing is talking against them to convince the Creator.
The Creator have me and other people here like me.
But
oppose them and tell them that they are wrong.
So the Creator can't do anything about it. Is you have to do something about it?
For now, until the end of time.
Oh, so the Creator can't do nothing about it, but for now...
He can't do anything about it, but he's not doing anything about it yet.
Why you can do something about it and the Creator can't do nothing?
No, him have me here to tell them.
You know, that's a thing that you need to see a psychiatrist, you know.
You need to see a psychiatrist.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it, and I am willing to see one.
That's how I'm telling you what the Creator does.
Yes, I know.
I know the Creator behaves.
Yes, and you are the spokesman for the Creator.
I'm one of them.
Yes, because the Creator can't act and speak for Creator self.
I'm not ready yet. And tell me to tell them and preach to them.
And what?
Tell them what is wrong and tell you what is wrong.
Yes, and what date did he tell you that?
Don't bring in foolishness about date now. I come inherit this.
Alright, thank you very much. Next call. Welcome, straight up.
I bring forth a message. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
I bring forth a message.
Yeah.
something to soothe the soul.
Yeah.
In these time of satanic, systematic slackness that brings on stresses.
Yes.
Exercise the 3 S's. Scream, shout, and sing.
Yes.
And block the other S.
Yes.
Don't let them stop you.
Yes.
And retain your sanity.
Yeah.
That is the message that I bring forth.
You gone?
No, not yet.
No, because me here tell live on program yesterday about your 50 and all of it.
I beg your pardon?
I think I you me here tell live on.
Hey, listen to me.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. No, because me not take care. I love you, you know. But trust me, the way you angry the man away. Jerry, me can't draw my tongue.
Which man?
Make the man a while ago.
Oh, you mean Leppy?
Me no come to talk about that, you know.
Yeah.
But you notice me trying about I want to keep things because I say about other people and stuff, you know. But you see true, me know say if they never trouble me, it never end here all the radio station them shut down.
Yeah.
Me no bother getting at them, me just load the moderator and the host and them and go on or whatever. But we are draw the man tongue for a while ago, Mr. Small. We there draw the man tongue for. Load the man know he say no. If you see the man there all while you diggy up the man, I mean I like it, you know.
Yeah.
I mean I like it because about the really don't like them type of people there.
Yes, but
But you always we got to do that with the man.
Then why not ignore them? If you don't like them, why don't ignore them?
Well, me don't know about that part because me, you know say me don't like them, but you know say them can't come near me.
Exactly.
I understand because me don't know when me come and talk about them and I make them feel like them a smarty.
Yeah, but you don't just talk about that all the while. But
no, because I forgot to that. I let the picnic them who take care of the picnic them when me talk about the pandemic can take care of themselves. Then go and stop up the one of them and dig out the one of them and kill off the one of them because them kill off them own self.
And I know
right?
that. Yes.
But me want to say something before me leave.
Yeah, man.
The agents of the agency of the government who give people unnecessary struggle will wither like the days old cut flowers.
Yes.
You understand what I just said?
Yes.
Because me I tell you say people are feel it and they don't have no respect. They don't answer phone. Then talk to people like them a dog and me a talk all over. Kudos to the Stony Hills police station. Them get a little change. Them under the supervision of a little lady will come from I think Hampton, but she went to university because me noticed that the university student them now, they were in the police force now. Me notice it, you know, notice some little difference with them how them talk to people. Different, You notice it?
Yeah.
Right, so she at the head of Stony Hills police station now and you can call the phone and get a good morning. How may I help you? I am Sergeant this or Constable that or whatever. Would I like to hear that from all the other governmental agencies?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, dear.
Good.
Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Hello.
Hello, Brother Jerry.
Welcome, sir.
How are you doing this morning?
Fine, thank you.
It's my first time on your program.
We're glad to welcome you.
Thank you. I'm from the U.S., but I'm visiting Jamaica. I'm a Jamaican.
Okay, great.
Yes, I was listening to you this morning when they were talking about the police force.
Yeah.
It's really lack of supervision. It seems like the police just go out and do what they want to do. Nobody to supervise them to tell them what not to do or what to do. That is sad when you look at how life is with, all the bad things that's happening on the island. It's not good.
No. And I'm sure that the vast majority of Jamaica citizens and residents would like the police to operate well. I don't think there are many people who would have liked the whole police force bomb up.
Brother Jerry.
Yeah.
The people not demanding respect for themselves.
Yeah, that is largely true.
Because how can you accept something like that?
People accept things that them just used to.
What I think should happen when the government goes when they need money to borrow. The people of Jamaica should know the terms and conditions before they borrow the money.
Yes, of course.
And the Prime Minister, she just go about everything she want to do. Nobody knows anything. She never have a press conference to say, I'm going to borrow $6 million, for example, or $10 million, whatever it is, and this is the terms and conditions.
Well, you see, the United States and other countries, they have a tradition of of the people demanding a certain standard of accountability. Even the people in Britain at the time when America was getting independence and them time and before that, even the people in Britain sometimes discipline them own monarchy and discipline them own rulers.
Exactly.
And so therefore they have a tradition of demanding. So it take, you know, the Jamaican people, the people in Jamaica.
And then with the president visit, every Jamaican that's concerned, I would say not everyone, because some people doesn't understand the finance and the burden what the IMF is doing to Jamaica, the interest rate, and the interest is more, sometimes almost just the amount of the loan. Everyone would be thinking that the Prime Minister squeeze in a little moment with the president to say, can you get this interest rate reduced for us a little, because we're struggling, the people are suffering, the condition of life, it cannot get any worse.
Yes, but listen here now. The Prime Minister and the government have different priorities than what the majority of the people have. But call again.
Exactly, because you see them priorities.
But call.
To retire and get a big paycheck on the taxpayers.
Yes, sir. Call again soon. Here, sir.
All right. Can I speak to your producer after here?
All right. Let's go for a break. Straight up. Welcome back to Straight Up. Just before I read the text messages, boy, I have to really big up. Okay, I'm going to play no music fair. I have to big up Kiva Small Alberga. She's an architect. Kiva Small Alberga. Because there's a feature on our work today, our architectural work in the Gleaner today. Feature on our architectural work that she has done especially for JMMB, Jamaica Money Market Brokers. I don't get to look on it, but I hear there's a feature on the work of the architectural work of Kiva Alberga, Kiva Small Alberga today, in the Gleaner today, yeah. Thank you very much for that. Let us, when I read it Monday morning, may talk about it or play some music for her, because she is to be encouraged. Yes, thank you very much. Let's go for a text message. Good morning, Mr. Small. If Paul Bogle was here today and took the same stance he took then, they would call him an enemy of the state and kill him same way. Yes, they would. And they would try to burn more than the 1,000 house in the Morant Bay area that they did. Yes, they would do so. Or them would try, or maybe Paul Bogle would have come better. Next one. What is behind Manley's statement, no bastard not here? Michael Manley led the change of the law in Jamaica that stigmatized people that was born outside of marriage. That's why I'm saying no more bastard not there. So there is no more stigma or penalty attached to people not being born in a marriage between a man and his wife. There was a lot of stigma and a lot of penalization before that. You have to give him credit for that. Next one. Jerry, if I own a restaurant and a male chef at my place of business is gay, what if I fire him because I believe his behavior is unhealthy? Is that being prejudiced? Well, I think you would have to demonstrate whether his unhealthy behavior affect the food handling or affect the clientele of the business. If he want to entertain him friend them there and the place going to get a stigma because of that, I think that is a reason for some kind of action. You know, if him start to harbor people around there, or if people don't come to the restaurant because of that, I believe that is you have a reason to protect your business. But if him behave himself and him angle himself and him wash him and them and him don't make him left and know what him right, well, not even matter now. I don't have enough time to comment on this now. Call again. Next, Jerry, can you link me with the lady who was talking about the gay? I don't know which one of the lady. Clarify. Text back again Monday and clarify which one of the lady. I don't know if you heard, if it's the guest you're talking about or the other lady. But thank you very much. Let's go to the phone. Good morning. Welcome to Straight Up. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I want to yell up a call I will just call you know.
Which one?
Yeah, Richie, man. Same come from America.
Eh.
Yeah, man. I want a pastor regular caller, man. Dear pastor.
Dear pastor, oh.
Yeah, man. But him live in America and work in America. I want a regular.
Yeah. And you call dear pastor too?
Yeah, man.
What you call him about?
We'll call him on a special topic, man. But I want to yell up.
So that you just call. You know, call upon a special topic. That means you don't want a salvation. You don't want to turn over your life. You don't want nothing. You just call dear pastor.
Yeah, all right, man. Just hear everything.
You call dear pastor for him profile you're married.
No, man.
Oh. Come, you know, I wonder who we are yellow people, so.
Richie, man, the bread you just talk to you, man.
Yeah. Well, dear pastor, don't carry out that kind of marriage. Good next call. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. Good morning, welcome. Go ahead, please. Are you there? Good morning and welcome to Straight Up. Yes, ma'am?
Listen to me. I did not hear you reply to the person who asked about if we had ever had a white prime minister.
Yes.
Do you know when our prime minister being right?
Of our prime minister being right? Buster is a white man, and Seaga.
No. Buster was not right, Jerry.
Buster is what?
Maybe it's half white, but not white or half.
Buster is half white and half what?
Huh?
Buster is half white and half what?
No, but it's a cross. No, he's not fully white.
Buster is not a dog, it's about crossbreed.
Well, his baby is Irish, maybe part.
Buster say if I send a dog.
Yeah?
Buster say if I send a dog to vote, you must vote for him. But Buster himself is not a dog, it's about
Buster is not a white person. No, Buster is not a white man. You're the Norman man. You know
no, Norman man are black, but Buster white.
Oh, Buster, look at this here. Look at Buster's here.
Then that may I show you.
Huh?
That Buster here, where you say a white man here or a black man here?
I'm a half breed man.
Buster is a half breed?
Yes, Buster. You believe that Buster is a white man?
Oh, I don't. I know Buster.
Huh?
I know Buster. I know say Buster is a white. Then wait, it's not no great thing to be a white man. It's not a superior thing, no. Anybody look here. Hello, ma'am.
Eyes are very blue.
Make I tell you something?
Jerry.
All white people eyes blue?
Do a research. I'd like you to do a research on Buster's life.
All right.
Buster's, no.
All white people eyes blue, ma'am. All white people eyes blue?
Well, the majority of them.
All right, hear me tell you this now. You see,
I know that was blue.
Why you not listen to me, please?
I also know that Ellie Matalan's eye was blue.
Michael Manley eye blue? Michael Manley eye blue?
Yes, Michael Manley eye was very blue.
You know Michael Manley, ma'am.
I don't know Michael. Michael had blue eyes.
A dream. Your dream that him been beside you in the bed.
I'm going to know him, Jerry.
Yeah, dream.
Michael Manley, good Michael had blue eyes.
I know you know like the back of your head.
Ellie Matalan also had blue eyes, you know. Did you know that?
Look here, man, you're sidestep about Ellie Matalan. Listen here now. You say anybody who feel like them white? Or somebody feel like them white, me just say yes, you're white, you know. Can't no great thing to be white.
The color, Buster, my color might be looking, but he was not white.
No, but I tell you, if somebody feel like them white, right away me give them white ratings, you know. Me hear people are talk all the way. From a little boy I go to school, me hear people say, she go on like she white. Then if she go on like she white, then so what it, then it's not a big thing. Or from she go on like she white.
Look at Buster's here bushy. You could just say
Buster Manti here bushy? You don't know Buster Manti, man. Buster Manti here bushy?
Buster Manti, I rode in Buster Manti, sky with him. Don't tell me
what you did in Buster. Listen here, man. I don't want you to tell me what you did in Buster Manti car.
Well, let me tell you something. Who are still considered as white?
When you did ride in Buster Manti car, you ride in the back seat.
Who are still considered as white?
You hold on there. When you did ride in Buster Manti car, did you ride in the back seat or the front seat?
I rode in the back seat.
Well, alright, we're going to cut it there for next thing you're going to get yourself, you're going to commit yourself, and I don't want...
Listen, let me ask you something, okay?
Yeah.
Would you consider Seaga as white?
Seaga white, yes, I mean, ma'am.
Are Syrians white?
Some Syrian white, of course, and some black.
Are Syrians white?
You asked me already, look here. I don't want you to make me buck.
Listen to me, do a research on these people, please.
No, I don't have to do the research. I have to go to our next call, man. I have to go to our next call.
So you do a research, Jerry?
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Yes,
I'm asking you to
ma'am.
Research, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, welcome to Straight Up. I'm white, of course.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Of course, sir.
I get a Brother Jerry that a Jamaican who is on the run in St. Lucia have been implicated in the stabbing death of a 16-year-old boy.
Oh, I think I did hear about it, yeah?
I get that autopsy revealed that he was stabbed no less than 56 times.
Yeah, how you sound so happy? This thing is that thing you're okay happy over?
No, I'm not happy. Sorry, it's because of a situation just a minute ago that left me in a state of youthful exuberance.
Yeah. Go and have a shower, man.
Indeed. Come to think of it, we could use some rain.
Oh.
But a lot of speculation is going on down there, Brother Jerry, as to what the Deacon could have been behind this less than compassionate stabbing. You know, but I will not delve in the realms of speculation. Let's hope they get to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
finally, Jerry.
Yeah.
You know, say a popular entertainer from the Bahamas was found floating on a beach in Jamaica a couple weekends ago.
What happened a couple weeks ago?
Couple weekends ago.
What?
A popular entertainer from the Bahamas was found floating on a beach in Jamaica.
So I hear.
So I have to say this to you, Jerry. Do not let the pleasures or treasures of the weekend leave you out cold. Return here next week. Come back in one piece.
Yeah.
Keep your head above the water.
All right, thank you very much. I want more snorkel.
Indeed.
I want to thank my producer Tanya Richards, our production assistant Shade Walton, technical operator Ian Stewart. Thank you very much. We're going to have Shade. Gone at my ball from a day. Shade said them a cool operator, smooth operator, like what Lisa Anna say Obama smooth. Straight up.
Coming up in this newscast, Travel Residence website ranks Jamaican passport as one of the least valuable documents in the Caribbean. PSOJ cautiously optimistic about new NHT board. Commissioners at West Kingston Inquiry now touring Tivoli Gardens, and DPP to review penalty for breaches of the public sector procurement regulation.